Welcome back to another episode of the Vault Podcast, where music still matters. We're at thevaultreviews.com. We're on Twitter at thevaultmusic1, facebook.com/thevaultrvws, and we have a YouTube page. Today we're going to talk about our new project we've got going on, which is a Patreon supporting page. And I'm sure you guys have heard, if you're following us on social media, all different routes. We've been plugging it as much as we possibly can. And I'm sure a lot of people are unfamiliar with Patreon, so what we're going to do today on today's show is just kind of give you a rundown on how it works, what it is, and what, why are we even doing this. I'll just start off by saying, we don't charge for anything on our site at all, period. Everything's free. But, it does take a lot of time to do these reviews and set up interviews, do these podcasts. Recently we did travel to Heavy Heads, so that's about an hour drive for us. So these things do end up costing money in the long run, and we've had the site up for about 8 months now, and we've ran at a loss the whole time, but that's because we're dedicated to putting out the best music information we can and getting the best interviews we can for everybody to check it out. So what Patreon is a site that will allow you to give back to us if you like what we're doing. If you don't like what we're doing, turn the show off now, or I'm sure you haven't been listening at all in the first place. But right. But if you like what we do, we've got awesome stuff lined up to give out for perks. It's not like you're just giving us money. We've got stuff to give back, even more to give back. And we've got some goals set up. So, Brent, what's your just opinion on Patreon as a whole?
As a whole, there's a lot of awesome stuff on Patreon. I honestly wasn't aware of it until you came up to me and was like, hey, we need to do this for this page. And I was like, wow, actually people do this? It's like, wow, it's amazing. But, aside from that, like you said, this is a chance for us to grow and be able to provide a lot more content. And, that's really our goal in all this is, to build a community and provide content and try to, raise awareness of all these different types of music, different bands, artists, what have you. And a lot of our goals and stuff are geared towards that. And like you said, we're not giving stuff away. We got, shirts and stickers and everything else, it's a part of all this. It's a really good way, I hope, for us to be able to kind of grow and be able to branch this out and get even better interviews. We've had some great ones, but, get some better ones, be able to travel further, do some more with this site and help it grow. And this is a chance for, fans of the show to actually help with that and help, become a part of the community.
Yeah, to me, it's the same concept as, buying music from the artists. Like I said, we put this stuff out here for free, and we want you to go check it out. But as of now, we're not making anything off this. So we're going to keep this going as long as we can, and we're never going to charge you for anything, ever. It's going to always be free. Unless you're buying merch, of course, that might be different. But as far as content we're providing, that's all going to be free. All the interviews are going to be free, everything. But like I said, we got some stuff in the works. So, let's say you want to donate money. So here's what our goals are. If we hit the $500 per month Patreon level, we're going to get new recording equipment. I'm sure you guys have heard past episodes. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties on one end or the other. And hopefully that would be able to rectify that situation, and we may even be able to record a lot more in person instead of online like we have been. Next goal we've got is $1,000 per month. If we can hit that, we're going to add an additional video show. And one thing I had in mind is, going through a lot of our stuff we have as far as music collections. Maybe it's pulling out a piece of vinyl or pulling out a piece of memorabilia we got at a concert, because I can tell you I've got stories upon stories behind a lot of that stuff. And we may even be able to travel to maybe some of the concert venues we grew up going to and kind of just stories about those. And finally, our big goal is $2,000 per month. If we can hit this, we're going to completely overhaul the website. We've got a guy that's going to custom build us a website from the ground up, and that money will definitely help going towards doing that. And like I said, our website is pretty solid. We love it. We stand behind it. But there's just things that I'd like to do that we just don't have the budget for right now. So that's where all your money is going to be going. It's not like we're going to be directly pocketing it or anything. So let's start off with the pledges. You can pledge anything you want. You can pledge anything from 50 cents, I believe, all the way up to hundreds of dollars if that's what you feel like doing. But
please.
Yeah, please. And if you do, you're going to get all this stuff. So we'll start out at the bottom. If you want to pledge $1 or more per month, you're going to get a shout out every single month on Facebook, on Twitter, and the podcast. We'll mention your name or your handle, whatever it is you want to do. The next one up is $3 per month. $3 per month is going to get you a 3-pack of stickers. We got some Vault logo stickers made. We got 3 different colors, and you're going to get that plus everything below the $3 price point. So at any price point you get, you're going to get everything below that as well. So and if you go to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/thevault, you can check out all this stuff we're talking about. So before I go much further, Brent, what do you have to add on our merchandise so far?
The merchandise it's really good stuff. We did not, cheap out and get, just some, crappy little stickers and all that. I mean, we actually went to a pretty good company, local company that's around here, and, they made some really good, I mean, it's good laminated stuff. I mean, I hate sounding like, we're on the shopping network, but, but I mean, in all honesty, I mean, it's actually really good stuff. And I can honestly tell you at the $3 level, we're actually, for giving you 3, we're actually, almost losing money on that deal in all seriousness. And we don't care. We're trying to grow this and have it become something better, so we lose a little money on stickers. It's really not that big a deal. But we're, hoping that this turns into something more, and a lot of people really want this stuff. So
one other thing I'll mention before we go on to even more merchandise is, if we get beyond these goals, that's just going to give us that much more money to put out more products, more shirt designs, more sticker designs, just all different kinds of things we can offer if people want it, if people are really digging what we're doing. So next up's the $5 level. This one's really cool in my opinion. We've got a premium content section set up on our website where we're going to have different kinds of audio projects posted. It might be just kind of spoken word stuff. It might be stories. It might be extra interviews, extra shows. We're just going to have all kinds of extra audio for you to listen to. And shoot, we may even try to get some bands to put some music on there exclusively. So that's going to be something really cool in my opinion. Next up is the big one. This is the one everybody should get right here. $15 is going to get you the official Vault t-shirt. No better way to show your support for the show than this. We've got the classic logo on the front with our slogan, Music Still Matters, and the website on the back. And like I said, we can put out more designs of these with the more money we have. So, Brent, how do you like the shirts?
I absolutely love them. I know we've got a couple other designs, too. So as soon as, we go through these, we'll be able to do some more designs and everything else and get, some more stuff out there. But, I mean, the shirts turned out great. The company we went through did a great job on them. And like I said, these aren't, cheap, crappy, Walmart tees. These are good T-shirts, too. So, and it helps advertise for us, which brings more people in, which, hopefully equates to us being able to do more with the website. Because I know, you and I have talked, we've got a lot more stuff planned if we can start, getting this into the black instead of running it in the red like we have been.
Right, yeah, I mean, and a lot of it, it's just 2 of us doing it, and it's so time-consuming to, work a regular job and do all this. Maybe if we get enough money, we can hire a couple extra people to do some of this stuff for us, as well as take even more of our time to do it, full-time. So next up's the $20 a month pledge. What this is going to give you is a chance to write a review for maybe your favorite or maybe your least favorite album. It's going to be all up to you. You're going to get to pick whatever you want and then send it to us, and it's going to be posted with all of our other reviews, and it'll have your name beside it, so, and your Twitter handle or Facebook or whatever, so everybody can go check you out too. So you're advertising yourself as well as getting your opinion out there for music. So I think it'd be cool to get enough people doing it at this level, because you get so many different musical tastes and opinions on different types of albums. So next up, $25 a month. This is going to get you to come on the show. You're going to get to come on for a personal interview, and we'll basically just ask you any questions involved in music, whether you're an artist or just an average Joe, it doesn't matter. The show's going to be all about you for the $25 a month level. Lastly, the $35 a month pledge is you will become an official sponsor of the podcast. $35 a month will get you a advertisement spot that we'll read every single week on the show. It'll kick off the show. If we have multiple sponsors, we'll have different parts within the show that'll be sponsored. But like I said, $35 a month will buy you that advertisement at a minimum. We do 4 shows a week, so that's 4 times a week you're going to get mentioned, and we'll read whatever you want. It's within we have the discretion to reject content, obviously, depending on what it is. But other than that, we can read, we can give you shout-outs, whatever it is you want us to say, we're going to be able to say to, all of the people listening. So that's pretty much Patreon. And, like I said, it might sound like we're just trying to push stuff on you, but again, this does take time, and time is money, and we want to keep doing this because it's a total blast, and we've got so much good feedback from everybody that's joined us so far. So yeah, just contribute anything. 50 cents goes a long ways, believe it or not. It might not seem like much. $1 even, that doesn't sound like much, but if these shows, let's just take $1. If you pledge the dollar amount, that's going to be $12 for a whole year. And, that we're giving you 4 shows a month times 12 at minimum. So, we just hope that that's worth it to you, and that's why you'll donate. So, before we close the show, Brent, what's your final thoughts on our Patreon setup?
I hope it takes off. I really do. I hope everybody listening, can at least come out and help for, a little bit. It helps us. I think honestly it helps you too. Like we've talked about, it gets more content out there. The higher levels let you advertise for yourself, which helps. And I mean, I can tell you there's, some advertising plans that you'll pay a whole lot more than, what is it, $35 a month?
You're right. Yeah.
And, I mean, yeah, we're not that big right now, but we're trying to get there. We have a lot of really cool ideas that we're trying to constantly come up with. And like you said earlier, I mean, this takes a lot of time. It takes, probably like, an hour or so per podcast, even though we may only get 30, 45 minutes of, what we keep. And, that takes time to edit, takes time to do it. And, we're still working regular jobs and everything else too. So I hope everybody, even if you can only do 50 cents, like you said, 50 cents is 50 cents. I'm not turning down 50 cents, So.
Yeah, and like I said, it might not seem like much, but it means the world to us just to have that 50 cents. So.
Well, and honestly, I don't want to get, mushy and sentimental here, but it also lets us know that, we're doing something that people appreciate. And it kind of helps encourage us and everything too, so.
So with that, definitely check out the site, patreon.com/thevault, and you can just sign up from there. If you have any questions, let us know. You can send us an email, thevaultmusic1@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter with questions about Patreon, @thevaultmusic1. Facebook is kind of our biggest thing right now, so definitely like us on Facebook and just send us a message on there, facebook.com/thevaultreviews. And then we post all our shows on YouTube as well. If you would, have a question, you can leave a comment in there, or you can just leave a comment anyway. Again, as always, we're trying to build a community of music fans to just enjoy how awesome music is. So with that, we'll close the show. Make sure you check everything out, patreon.com/thevault. See ya.
Later.